Breaking news, I repeat, and then you get your goal. So what's your goal? I don't think they're that good, and I'm actually really looking forward to using this. Yo, welcome back, Dev Diaries, another week. So we're starting off this week with a bang because I've got an amazing package. Wow, that sounds crazy. Check it out. It is a whiteboard. Now, I've been meaning to get a whiteboard for such a long time because I've got these sticky notes that I just put on my wall up there, and it gets to a point where you realize you're just wasting paper. Because I'm someone that has a lot of thoughts, so I just have a thought, I write it down, I stick it on the wall, and then next thing I know, I've just got 50 notes on the wall. So to avoid that and to be sustainable, we're gonna go with whiteboards. We've got the pens and the wipers, so we're gonna set that up right now. All right, whiteboard has been set up fully. The post-it note is in the bin, and we've set up our goal up here, 20K for the year. I'm actually really looking forward to using this. It's gonna be super, super fun. Especially like writing down a to-do and then taking it off. So good. All right, so I wanted to talk about how I'm gonna organize the week and how I wanna tackle work for like different projects I'm working on. And I think the most logical thing I can think of is to just dedicate a project for each day of the week. So Monday, personal project, Tuesday, client work, Wednesday again, personal project, and then go on and go on and go on. Because I think the issue I have is I try to cram it all in one day for no reason. So I kind of end up doing half the work for both. Not in the quality of work, but just the quantity. So today I'm not too sure what I want to prioritize, so I'm gonna flip a coin for it. Okay, we've got the Google coin flip app here. If you literally search coin flip on Google, it'll give you like this coin flip type of thing. So what we're gonna do is heads is client work, tails is personal project. All right, let's flip it. Heads. We're doing client work today. So this means we're gonna dedicate today fully for client work. No thinking about the personal project, dedicating our minds to just getting as much done for the client as possible. Which means tomorrow, we're gonna be doing the personal project work. All right, let's get started. You can see I've already written stuff down on the whiteboard here. I've got my goals as well. So make 20K in the first year. Also the goals for my socials as well. Trying to get to 1,000 on each one. And then I've got my to-dos for today. So I want to record some audio for these following videos. I'll probably be for my shorts. It's super handy because every time I think of an idea, I can just get up, get the pen and just write it down. I'm telling you, get yourself a whiteboard. All right, another day, another dollar. So like I said, yesterday was mainly focused on doing client work. So today's gonna be focused on working on the calorie tracking project. So like I said in the previous episode, I want to build the ultimate calorie tracker that will help you get into the best shape of your life. Yes, I know MyFitnessPal exists, I know Cal AI exists, but I don't think they're that good, and I don't think they meet what I need and what I think most people probably need. Because you need to think about it, a lot of these apps, they are there for you to log in the food that you have. But what about when you don't know what to eat? And you've got food in the house, but you don't know what to make. And you wanna make it enjoyable as well. Because if you think about it, you wanna have this instead of having to order some food. I want that to be the main core feature of the app. But the main focus of today is gonna be building the onboarding, coming up with a name, and also getting like a nice theme and logo set up. And that is exactly what I'm about to do right now. Breaking news, I repeat, breaking news. You're not gonna believe it, but Cal AI, yes, the Cal AI I was just talking about has been sold to MyFitnessPal. Now, we don't know how much it got sold for, but they estimate that it was making around 30 million a year. So probably got a bit more than that. But bro, how crazy is that? I literally was just talking about it the other day. And I remember last night at like midnight, I remember seeing something that said Cal AI got bought or acquired or something. And I was like, no way, this is a different app or something. But lo and behold, it's been sold. And I'm telling you now, this is great news because again, it reaffirms that there is a market for this. And two, what always happens when an app or a business gets bought by a bigger corporation? It goes bad. People don't like it anymore. It becomes too premium, basically, meaning that everything you basically have to pay for. So yeah, this is good news. I'm actually happy about this because now we're gonna try to take its place. All right, it is the end of the week and oh my God, I've done so much. I've made great progress with my client work. I've done probably like 50 or 60% of all the work in like a week and a bit, which has been insane while juggling everything else. In addition to that, I've made great progress with the fitness app I was talking about. Firstly, we have got a name. The name is gonna be called Jude. Now, why did I go with Jude? I wanted to give it some sort of personality. I like the fancy posh name. Like, you know how Claude is called Claude? Like when I hear someone's called Claude, I think, oh, that sounds kind of posh. So I kind of wanted the same feel to the actual app. I wanted to make the app an actual person, so it's more personable. So it's not like a random tool, it's like your friend. It helps you through your journey, basically. So I got the name and I got a nice theme, a nice warm orangey theme as well. And I did the designs for the onboarding. Those didn't take that long. It was just a bit of just going back and forth, looking at dribble designs and just trying to get a good idea of how I wanted to look like. Keep in mind, I'm not a designer. I'm a programmer and like a builder. So I kind of like to think of myself as like a jack of all trades. And the trade part of the design isn't the best. So I kind of ended up doing like a combination of using dribble ideas for inspiration, using Google Stitch, using AI to just help me with the design because I just wanted to look a bit more professional. So right off the bat, we've got the app here. It's called Jude, like I said, and I've got a nice little logo for it here. It's a nice looking J with an orange gradient on it. Obviously, this is running on React Native, so if you see some loading stuff, it's because it's React Native. So when you click on it, it downloads it, and then it gives you a nice little hovering animation. And then you're met with the main page saying this, Jude, hey, I'm Jude, your friendly wellness buddy, ready when you are. Basically saying, let's get started. This button here, I already have an account. I haven't set that up yet, but that will basically take you to like a login page. But if you're starting off for the first time, you can click get started. And then you get taken to the onboarding process. Now with onboarding, I spent a lot of time looking at different apps, right? Looking at my competitors, looking at AI and how they handle the onboarding. And I found one big thing that they have in common. The onboarding takes ages. Like it's like 10 to 20 pages. It's insane. Like I was on AI and I was trying to create an account and I just kept finding myself still on the onboarding as I kept going and going through the steps. I didn't even want that to be the case for Jude. I wanted Jude to be very straightforward, straight to the point. We don't need too much information for you. We're just trying to get you to the best shape of your life. So I ended up having only 6 stages. So yeah, with what I identify, I put male, you can put female, non-binary, whatever. You click continue and it animates the next step. How often do you work out? And I've got a nice little message here saying, hey, we're not gonna judge you, just please be honest with us. It helps. So for me, I'm gonna put 3 to 4 times a week. I usually used to do 5 to 6, but now it's around 3 to 4 times a week. Click continue. I get the stats here. So this is for your height and your weight, and you can change the unit measurements. So you've got centimeters, you've got feet, kilograms, and normal pounds. So for me, I'm gonna go with centimeters. I am 180 centimeters. Kilos, I've gained a bit of weight. I'm probably 82. Click continue, and then you get your goal. So what's your goal? Lose weight, build muscle, do both. Now, I feel like most people are gonna go with do both, which is fair, it makes sense, but that's probably the hardest to do because you're balancing like 2 things at the same time. But for me, let's say I wanna say, let me just lose some weight, right? I wanna lose some weight, I'm gonna click continue. And then from here, it'll just ask for the name and everything like that. So I'm gonna go with my name, and then I'm gonna go with the year I was born. I'm not gonna put my actual birthday. And then when I click continue, it'll start chefing up a plan for you. So it's creating a plan, a good idea of what you'll need. And you see, it'll just animate you how many calories you need, and then also the protein goals, carb goals, and fat goals. And you can even see here, this is only for trying to lose half a kilo a week, which is what is recommended. But if you're trying to lose more weight, then you can just click here and you can decide what you want to change it to. So if you want to lose a kilo a week, you're eating a lot less calories. Like I'm not gonna eat 1.69 calories. That's insane. I'll be hungry all the time, 24/7. I'll just hit everyone around me. So for now, I'm just gonna go with, I'll say half a kilo, right? And I'm happy with that. I can do 2.2K calories. Protein should be okay. Carbs, I'm fine with that. Fat, that's okay as well. So next thing to do is just click let's go. And then it takes me to this page here. Ignore this part. This is just like a fake page I put. I'm gonna be working on this page next, but I just wanted to show you guys the onboarding. I'm super happy with it. I'm not gonna lie. I did not think I was gonna get this much done so quickly. This is from, like I said, this is from a week's work. A week working on this, a week working on client projects, and also a week of me pushing my own content. So let's say shorts or whatever. So I'm super stoked about this. So let's talk about next steps. So next step is to have the main diary. Wow, voice crack. We want the main diary, and we also want the scanning functionality. Now I'm feeling optimistic about this because I've got an idea of how I want to implement the scanning. I know how it will work. I'm just concerned about the design. I feel like I'm gonna try to split the week coming now into dedicate a good day to getting a good design a good unique design for the diary page. And then from there, the scanning part will be kind of easy, I'm not gonna lie. You're just getting a camera, you're getting a backend as well, you're hooking it to AI. That's not gonna be that hard. I know how to do that quite easily. But the design aspect is what I'm thinking about. That's gonna be probably the longest part. But all in all, this is a week in the dev life. So this is episode 2 done. Thank you for watching. If you're watching, if you have any comments or any questions, whack them in the comment section below. I'm shaking the camera right now. But yeah, thank you for watching. See you next week. Peace.